começar, tá? Boa tarde a todos. Hello everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to our first ever San Diego FC Brasil live stream. I'm so happy to be here with you uh, for a very special day, of course, the MLS Superdraft 2026. We will be having three picks today. We will explain everything. Don't worry, because we had 5 minutes ago we had four picks, but now we only have three. We get to that later. But first of all, welcome everyone. We'd like to ask you to leave a like and share the stream with your friends because we need as much people as we can here, not only San Diego supporters, but all the MLS fans. Because MLS doesn't do a live stream to cover the draft, which is terrible. That's the only major league in the USA that doesn't do so. And we want to change this, but in the meantime, we're here to do the best we can and showing everything we have on this draft this year. We have over 400 players competing for 90 spots, so it's 3 rounds. Each team gets one pick per round, and teams may trade their picks for other players for general allocation money, which we explained already on Instagram, but it's pretty much the money you use to buy down player contracts or trade with other teams for anything pretty much, and picks are one of those. And that's one of the reasons why San Diego doesn't have four picks. We did have four because in July or August we traded with FC Dallas for Jacob Jackson, our third goalkeeper. He went to Dallas and Dallas gave us a third round pick, their third round pick, which was 76 overall. We still have that pick, but we had our own, which was 88th. So 28th pick from the third round. We traded it with Houston Dynamo. Let's get to this. I need to find. Where is it? We just got the news that San Diego have traded with Houston Dynamo for Kieran Sargent. He's a player from their academy. He was playing on loan at USL Championship, Lexington SC, and he's coming as a right of first refusal, which means he didn't actually sign with San Diego FC yet, but if he happens to sign for the MLS, San Diego FC has the first right. So we traded for him and we gave away our third round pick and also some game. I think it's 50,000 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So that's the reason why we now have only three picks. And there were also other trades happening in the meantime. So Vancouver and Austin are trading for Jaden Nelson, a first round pick. So that's a big deal for those two teams. We have to keep an eye on this. And there are also other things happening all the time. We will get to that later. We still have 20 minutes for the draft to begin. I would like to go by our eligible players list really quick. Of course, I can't mention all the players here, but what I want to mention is that we have the Generation Adidas. Let me get to those here. Yeah. So we have four players. They have Generation Adidas, which is a different contract, so they pretty much can leave the college. They can leave university before their senior year. So we have two freshmen and two sophomore this year. And if I'm not mistaken, all of them are not from the US. Actually, one of them is, yeah. So we have Ricky Lewis, is a forwarder from Georgia Southern University. He's American and a sophomore. He's taking the Generation Adidas, so that means that he will most likely get a high pick. The other freshman, Nicholas Simmons, he's to me the favorite for the first pick. Everyone knew about Junior Diouf. He was the favorite. He's now probably the best college player in the US. He's still a freshman from I don't remember his nationality, but not American. But he didn't enter the draft this year, which means Nicholas Simmons to me is the favorite for the first pick this year. But we'll see. And he's a freshman at Virginia University. And another one I really want to keep an eye on, which is a freshman, is Kwaku Agyebang. I don't know if that's how you spell his name. He's from Ghana, from Clemson University. He's a box-to-box midfielder. He's very complete, very creative, and very good defensively as well. I really like his profile. I was talking about him with some people that work in the US soccer a few days ago, before the Generation Adidas was announced, and he was projected at third round. But now, after this, having a Generation Adidas contract, he will most likely be on top five picks for sure. And to me, he's the best player in this draft this year by far. And but I don't think he's getting the first pick because Nicholas Simmons is a forward with great numbers. So I think that goes to what MLS teams want, especially DC United. DC United, they have the first pick and they need a striker. Benteke left the club this end of year and they signed Ty Baribo, the Israeli striker, which is very good, but he's old, like Benteke. And a freshman like Simmons could really help them in the near future. So I think they're getting a forward in the first pick. And second pick is, let me get to this because I don't know that we do have the tracker here. Yeah, second pick is Atlanta United. I don't know what Atlanta will look for today, but I suppose either a forward or an attacking midfielder as well. And then comes Dallas, but that's not a natural Dallas pick. They traded with Montreal, and that's where I think Kwaku should appear. I think he's getting third or maybe fourth with Sporting Kansas City. And our first round pick, San Diego FC, is only 28th. So we have no idea who we're picking. That's the problem. Last year we had the first pick, so it was like 90% that we were getting Manu Dua, and so it happened. And he's now a very important player for our squad. So we have to keep an eye on that. After every pick, the next team have, I think, 3 minutes. Yeah, 3 minutes to decide who they're picking. So we will have 3 minutes to think as well who San Diego might pick. But we do have a list of positions. But before that, let me take a look at everyone who's here. Uh, Hello, Davi, Lacerdo, Lacerdo, bom. Next football podcast. Looks like they want to stay young at the fullback spot. Yeah, definitely. I do think we're getting a fullback today for squad depth. What I added to my list were either right backs or center backs who could play on fullback. So I do have some names for this. I'll be naming those later. Teodoro, hello there. Good morning. Max, again, I know it's draft time, but do you think San Diego FC would gamble on the likes of Timo Werner and Robert Lewandowski? I don't think so. I I explained a similar reason to Salah not coming to San Diego on a post on Instagram. Go check it out. It's really interesting. And I explained because we use the under 22 initiative model, which gives us only two picks, two, sorry, two designated players on our squad, and we already have two, which are Dreyer and Lozano. If you were to get a third DP, we will have to change to the DP model, which is not likely for San Diego to do. We need those under 22 players. So I don't think we should expect to see a famous European striker coming for San Diego. But but we need to take a look at the market overall. We could bring some very decent strikers without having a DP, maybe even using 10, which is targeted allocation money, similar to GAM, but you pretty much use it to buy down a contract to make a DP player, a designated player, becoming a non-designated player. So we could do this to a striker, or then to Anders Dreyer could also happen. We'll see. Mitchell Baker from Georgetown is our number one market player. Yeah, I did see that from Draft Ethiopia. They have a great project there. I was really interested in their list. I really liked it. But I don't think we're getting a striker unless it's on senior year. And as far as I'm concerned, let me check this. Mitchell Baker. I don't think he's on a senior year. Yeah, he's a sophomore. I think this is a really big concern because last year we had five picks on draft, and out of those five, two are strikers, and they are still in college. They are Donovan Sessions on Sacramento State University, and the other one is Sami Kanan from San Diego State University. And Sami Kanan is on his senior year right now. So I think we would only get a striker from the draft if he was on senior year. So we would take him right away to the team. So I don't see us getting a player like Baker, which is a very good player. He has very good numbers. Let me take those here. He did play on 21 games this season, all of them as a starter, and 14 goals, 3 assists is great numbers for a striker in CAA, especially a sophomore. But I really don't think we're getting a striker this year. We only have three picks. I think we're getting a midfielder, either attacking or a box to box. I don't know. I really wanted Kwaku. I had him on my list, but with Generation Adidas, that will be impossible. And I also think we might get a defensive midfielder, depending on who we have left on the draft list. But still, we have to wait. And probably right back for squad depth. We'll see. Ah, saudações do Recife. Boa tarde, Everton. Recife, Brasil. Yeah, bilingual, Portuguese, English, all at the same time here, trying to make everyone enjoy this live as much as possible. We are 12 minutes away from the draft, so let's keep an eye on this. Max, Christian Espinosa or Berhalter? Could we go after either of them, and will they end up being DPs? Just think we need a real creative midfielder. Yeah, I don't know if Berhalter, if his contract was as DP. He was a very good player. But I don't see us getting Berhalter really. I think it doesn't fit San Diego quite well. And I suppose if he's not a DP, he will want a DP contract after his incredible year this season with Vancouver Whitecaps. And Christian Espinosa from the San Jose Earthquakes, if I'm not mistaken, he is a DP, he was a DP. So I think if he were to stay in the US, he will want a DP spot, and I don't see San Diego going after that, especially now that we have Valakari staying with us. We might get a younger attacking midfielder, so that's a good opportunity for the draft, or if not, trading with another team, or maybe an international transfer. We'll keep an eye. The off season is just beginning. The draft is the first part. We still have a lot of things to go. We might see at least three, four transfers this season. We just got one today, which is Sargent. Yeah, we were talking about. Hello from Calcutta. We have people from everywhere around the world. That's great to see. Thank you everyone for the support. Share it with your friends. We're getting a lot of attention right now, so let's keep it that way because we want as much people learning about the MLS draft as possible today. So next year, hopefully MLS can make their own live stream like they did before pandemics. So I would like to go through my list of interesting names. I wanted to post that on Instagram, but I couldn't because it was I didn't have much time. They released the official list only yesterday, so I couldn't scout them all and make a decent thing for this. Let me see if I can do it like this. Yeah, that's perfect. So I did separate them through two positions. So we have right back, center back, defensive midfielder, attacking midfielder, left winger, right winger, and striker only on senior year, but I didn't have any names for this. I don't think we're getting a striker this season, and that's the thing. We'll have to see. That's hard to predict, but I really don't think we're getting a striker. Who would you cut from our current roster? We did cut some players that I didn't want. There was I forgot. Who didn't we sign? I mean, we didn't sign Franco Negri, but I did want him to stay because we need now a left back, and he was very good for our team, I think. Uh, Luca De La Torre left, but that was pretty obvious. Very expensive buy option, not worth it in my opinion. I'm not concerned with him. I'm really glad that we kept Valakari. I think he's more important to the squad. And I don't remember anyone else. Corey Bard and Boateng, they didn't sign again, but we might still see them signing again for San Diego. I hope they don't, especially Boateng. He was not useful for the squad. Bart had a decent uh, postseason playoffs, so I wouldn't mind, but still not a great player. I think Thomas Angel is not on the level we need. Yeah, Thomas Angel didn't have a great season, probably because of Mike Ibarra's decisions. He didn't play after that Tijuana friendly match. That was his last match this season, which is pretty weird. But I do think he's getting more attention this year. I think he's getting more minutes. He had good numbers considering he only played, I think, 900 minutes. He had six or seven goal contributions, and that's like one goal contribution every 160 minutes, a great average for a substitute. But we'll see. And he did promise to me 20 goal contributions this season, so I hope that happens. Pedro, hello Pedro, all the way from SD Tribe. What's up? Should we hope we pick up this Brazilian, Luca Bezerra? Yeah, I was looking at him. I was looking at some Brazilian players on the draft list. I didn't actually take a deeper look at Luca Bezerra, so let's do this right now. Luca Bezerra, what's his university? You sent to me. That's Indiana University. But I did see we have some Brazilians. There's a guy named Lucas Almeida. I couldn't figure out if he's actually Brazilian, but his name is very Brazilian. Okay, so that's a forward from on his senior year. He's from Chicago, but I suppose he's from Brazilian family. Son of Paulo and Annie, yeah, that's probably Brazilian. Let's check his stats. I think that's the best way to check a striker, is definitely the stats. He's on his senior year, okay. Well, he didn't play this season. That's a concern. He did play one match and scored twice, but his numbers are not that good. I don't see him getting picked at all, like in the draft, unfortunately. We had last year Lineker dos Santos. He was a great forward. He was drafted by Real Salt Lake on second round. I don't remember. So wait, let me check something real quick. because I got something on Instagram. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, we also have someone else from Brazil. Oh, actually, I think he's from Brazil. We need to check this, which is Lucas Almeida. He's from Siena University. He is a midfielder, I think. I forgot his position. Oh boy. He's a junior. I don't see his position here. Let me get his sofa score, I guess. Uh, what's his name? Lucas Almeida. Lucas Almeida, Siena. There we go. Okay, he's a striker actually. He did play this season. Yeah, he played 18 games, 15 as a starter, 10 goals and 5 assists. I can definitely see him getting picked this year, but I don't know if we are getting him because, as I mentioned, we would only get a striker if he was on senior year, in my opinion. Of course, I'm not inside San Diego FC, so I can't be sure about this. I think there might be other Brazilians, but I don't have any deeper information on this. I do have one. Wait, I do know one more. Let me get this. Uh, I had a list of players I thought could be Brazilian. Yeah, I found it. There's a guy named Bruno Fornes. He's from yeah, Lindenwood University. He's Brazilian, 100%. He's from São Paulo. He's a defender on his senior year, so that's interesting. And he only played 4 games though and started 3, so that's not a strong profile for the draft. Um, but yeah, if you have any other Brazilians you know on the list, let me know. We want to check them. Negri, Boateng, and Baird. Yeah, those were the threes. Give us your mock draft and who you want to sign on transfer or even on loan. Yeah, I didn't do a mock draft because I'm not much into the other teams. I only checked like top three and of course San Diego. I know our needs. But overall, I didn't do a mock draft. What I did do was this list that I showed you guys with some names that are not top picks, in my opinion, except for Kwaku because I put him before he was named Generation Adidas. But we have some names like Will Cleary. He's a senior at Stanford University, a great offensive right back. Also plays as a right midfielder, which is even more offensive. Can play as a defensive midfielder. Very good player. Jack Zinski, draft Ethiopia put him as our pick. He's played mostly as left back this season. He's a senior, but he already played as a right back on past seasons at Princeton University. The other right back I put was Wyatt Lewis from University of Notre Dame. He's a redshirt junior. Also an offensive right back and can play as a right midfielder. Those are the three names of right midfielders of right backs that I like. And for center back, I put two. One is Lasse Kelp. I really like this name. I don't know how high he's expected to be on this year's draft, but I really like his profile. Let me show him to you. Actually, I'll show you via SofaScore. Let me do this. Okay. It's weirder, but when I show the statistics, it's better. Lasse Kelp. Kelp. Yeah. So here we don't have many info, but we can clearly see from his heat map that he played as a left back and also as a left center back. So I do like his profile because of this, because I think it fits well to San Diego, a player that can play on both those positions. So I have him there, and that's a very interesting profile for me. I don't know how high he is though. I have no idea. And let's go quick because we're 1 minute away from the first pick. I put this guy Giuliano Fravolini. He's American slash Italian from Princeton University, but he's San Diego born. So interesting profile for us. He's never been tested as a okay, there we go. He's never been tested as a left back, but I think he could fit there. Although he's very tall, he's very good defensively. He could be tested there as well. And he's team captain, so I really like his profile. To me, he's the best left center back of this draft. We have some defensive midfielders here as well. My best one from, of course, besides Kwaku, Noah James from University of San Diego. He's a junior, can play as a six, as an eight, so he's very creative but very good defensively as well. Attacking midfielder, that's where I think we might get a pick. Daniel Dipolito, to me, a great player. I mentioned here him last year on a post, so I really like his profile. He's a senior, Fordham University. Could be tested as a winger or striker because he has very good offensive attributes. So yeah, I can see him getting picked by us or maybe higher. And we are on time for the draft, so let's keep an eye here now as well. But just to end the list, I have left wingers as well. This is a guy I want to keep an eye on. I don't think he's getting drafted, but he's a very good player. Shuma Sasaki. He's Japanese left winger, but can play on both wings. He's very dribbler. He's very fast. A very good player. But I really don't. I didn't find anything about him on expectation whether he was being signed. And then I have two names of right wingers, but yeah, pretty much just to fill up the gap. I didn't do much of a research about those names. We are on time for the draft, but not no picks yet. Let's check, of course, if Twitter has anything for us because Twitter is always earlier. I guess not yet. Okay, we have a few more messages. Luke is the brother of former Chicago player we know more about confirmed Brazilian. Okay, I didn't know about that, but Bezerra, I think it's a very Brazilian name. But he doesn't have many good numbers, so I don't see him getting picked this time. Quick thoughts on Lewis Morgan. Do you think he's answering the number 9 spot? Well, he is a questionable signing to my in my opinion because he had 4 seasons in MLS, two of them completely injured, didn't play. Two of them very good. So it's whether he's getting injured or not, I think, but it's a risky decision to make. It's a risky decision to sign him. But if he doesn't get injured, if we treat him well on the medical department, I think he's a very good option. Who is the best player we can get? I have no clue yet because we are 28th in the first round. So we have 27 teams picking before us, and because of this, we can't have a clue. But if you were asking about the top prospect, I would say Nicholas Siemens or to me, Kwaku, the box-to-box midfielder. I've been talking a lot, but if not, Nicholas Siemens is probably the favorite for this first pick from DC United. But we keep an eye on that because we are on time to have the first pick announced, but still nothing yet. Okay, the draft is underway. People are announcing. But we still don't have DC United's pick. There we go. The teams are all starting to show up on Twitter. We have to keep an eye there as well because MLS is so delayed. Wyatt Lewis is a baller. I agree with you. I did put him. Where where is it? Yeah, I did put him here. I really like his profile. I think he might get a high pick. Let me put his profile here as well. So you could take a look. He's a junior at what's this university again? I forgot. Notre Dame, yeah. And yeah, there we go. He did play 20 games. He started all games. Very good profile. He doesn't seem to have very offensive statistics, but when you look at his SOFA score, we do have his season heat map. Oops. And you can see he's very offensive. So I really like his profile. He's very consistent during the season. So we have to keep an eye on this player for sure. Let's see if we already have the first pick. Nope, not yet. Still on clock. And we're still waiting for the DC United pick. Sasaki is great off the left, but I think he could play through the middle. Yeah, he's very versatile. That's the thing. He could play through the left, to the middle, to the right. He's a very complete player. He's dribbler. He's fast. He's good passer, like very, very good. He has good vision, and he could even serve as an 8 or 10 in the midfield. I could see this happening, but I didn't see any mentions on him for this draft. But we'll keep an eye on him for sure. Here's a post by Lucas Almeida dressed as Ayrton Senna, looking positive. Okay, that's interesting. Did you send it to me or? Okay. Oh yeah, okay, share. Thank you. You shared the link. Yeah, make sure everyone shares the link of this stream with everyone because we are getting at how many people we have here today. We have 24 people live. Thank you everyone for the support. Let's keep it going. The draft has just begun. Still no picks. Yeah, still have to wait. Let me answer some people who's sharing on Instagram. If you share the live on Instagram, make sure to add me, San Diego FC Brasil. Mention me on your profile. I'll be happy to follow you there. Okay, okay. Let me also put the my Instagram link here so everyone can go follow there if you don't yet. This is the Instagram. Make sure to go there, leave a follow. Do they need young center backs? San Diego, you mean? Yeah, we could get a center back for squad depth, especially if he can play on the wing the fullbacks positions. Okay, I'm trying to find the screen here. It's a lot of things at the same time. But yeah, I see us getting a center back pick, maybe. In your opinion, what's our biggest need? I say striking and attacking mid. In general, yeah, I agree with you. Definitely striker and attacking midfielder. But for the draft, I'll say attacking midfielder, box to box midfielder as well. Striker, as I mentioned, we have Donovan Sessions, we have Sami Kanam. They are two prospects coming from the last year's draft, and Sami Kanam has just completed his senior year, so we have the opportunity to sign him. I don't think we will. We have to wait, but if we get another striker, only as a senior. So attacking midfielder to me is the top priority for today. Oh wait, we are still waiting for the first pick. MLS has not yet announced it. Let me. Okay, there we go. We have the first pick finally, and that's Nikola Markovic. Okay, he was one of the generation Adidas players. The only one I didn't mention, but there we go. We have Nikola Markovic, number one overall pick in the 2026 MLS Superdraft. There we go. Make sure I open here. And that's it. Let's open his profile for sure. Let's take a look at this number one pick of the 2026 MLS draft, Nikola Markovic. I not gonna lie, I didn't take a look at him because he was projected really high, and there we go, he's the first pick. He's a left center back and a striker. That's weird, but Nikola Markovic. I want to check his um here his university profile to see his stats this season. He's from Canada. Did play for Montreal on MLS Next, a sophomore. Yeah, he's mostly a center back, I think. He might have played some games as a striker, but from his profile, from his statistics, and his season heat map, he's clearly a center back. 13.7 balls recovered per game. That's a really high average for NCAA. Dribble past 2.6 per game average. 1.6 clearances per game. That's very good. And 3 errors leading to shot. That's because how many matches? 9. Yeah, that's normal as well. He's very good on aerial. Sorry for my bad English. 3.6, 58%. That's a very good average. And you can see from his height, he's how tall is he? He's 6'4". So yeah, it makes sense. He played 22 games. That's how many minutes? 1884. Yeah, a very interesting player. A generation Adidas. So that's our first pick, or DC United's first pick. The website is not yet here. Well, that's weird, but we have the first pick. So let's keep an eye for the second one, which might come pretty soon. Do I get the wrong link or something? Because no, I'm on the right one. It's just not updating. So still 27 picks to go until we get to San Diego. Mm, if we go center back, does that mean Andres Reyes is basically out? We signed him as one of the top CBs in MLS. Yeah, Andres Reyes is a very good profile. He was really good on Red Bull New York in 2024, but he got really serious injuries on his knee, I think. And on his debut, he got a red card, so it was really unfortunate. But I do like him as a player from his past seasons. I think he might stay because he was a really big money. We had to spend some money for him, and he's getting back from injury right now, so we might get one more year with him. What you think about Sami Kanan's teammate Cesar Baena? Yeah, he's one of the top University of San Diego, the SD Toreros uh, prospects. Let me get his profile here. Cesar Baena, Cesar Baena. Yeah, here. Yeah, so this is the player. He's from San Diego, studies in San Diego. He's on senior year, and he did play all his matches on these last 3 seasons. Only as a freshman he didn't play, but very good statistics. 9 goal contributions. I think he's a box to box. I'm not sure about this, but I think he is. Let me go check this. Cesar Baena. I think he's a box to box midfielder as far as I remember his profile. No, he's actually, yeah, he's an attacking midfielder. My bad on this. He's more offensive than I expected, but still 4.1 balls recovered per game is a decent number for a player at his position. But yeah, very good profile. I I think he's getting picked this year. I do think so. Let's see if we have the second pick already. Let's take a look. I think the MLS Twitter will be the best option for us today. There we go, and we have Ricky Lewis as the second pick for FC Dallas. Still no Nicholas Siemens, still no Kwaku. That's strange for me. But Ricky Lewis is another generation Adidas. So let's take a look at his profile as well. Ricky Lewis from yeah, Georgia Southern University. I think I do have him on a list. I'm trying to remember it. Or I know I actually might have removed him. Yeah, I did. Um, yeah, so he did play 16 games this season, 8 goals, 3 assists as a sophomore. Very decent profile. Let's take a look at his SOFA score. Of course, we want to check as much as you can of this player. Ricky Lewis. There we go. Yeah, he's a left winger, but also plays as a striker. He has a 18% goal conversion on these matches we have here, which is a very good average. Three total shots per game. That's huge. 1.4 shots on target as well. Crazy. Uh, Not a good passer, so not s- definitely not a good player for San Diego. Probably that's why I didn't put him actually here. But for some other teams, it could fit. Yeah. Uh, Great dribbler, 80%, 5.7. That's amazing. A very good profile. I did want to take a look at some let me take here. I want to look at some shots from Nikola Markovic. I want to see him playing a little bit because I mean uh, he's the first pick. Nikola Markovic, what's his university? He's from NC State. NC State. Yeah, do we even have videos of him? I'm trying to find something on YouTube, but I can't find him. That's the problem of NCAA. We don't have that much of attention. In the meantime, let's see if we have our next picks. Do we have messages? Okay, yeah, you were talking about Cesar Baena. Yeah, I think Cesar Baena is a very interesting profile. I can see him getting picked this on this draft. And there we go. We finally have Nicholas Simmons for Dallas again because Dallas traded to get the second and the third pick just right now. They traded with Atlanta. I don't know why. Let's let's understand this. Mm, do we have anything here? No, that's not the one. Mm, that's weird. We don't have any information on what happened for Dallas to get that pick, but still, they got second and third picks, and as the third pick, they select Nicholas Simmons. He was to me the top prospect. I think I suppose he was going to get. Sorry, I was on the wrong. Okay, now we're right, and I thought he was gonna be picked first, but he didn't. They didn't pick him first, so now we have him. And Nicholas Simmons, let's take a look at his profile. He's a great striker. Let's yeah. Here we go. I'm so sorry if I'm on the wrong page here on the OBS studio because I'm still learning to do live streams. Never did this before. Here we go, Nicholas Simmons. He's on his. Is he a freshman? I think he's. I don't see. Yeah, he's a freshman. Okay, so I'm not mistaken. But yeah, 19 games, 10 goals, 5 assists, and also he's a Jamaican. He plays for the Jamaican uh national team under 17 or under 20. I forgot. Nicholas Simmons. Let's check his SOFA score here for some info. Yeah, he plays for. Do we even have info on this? We do. He did. No, yeah, he did play for Jamaica under 20. So yeah, he's playing for under 20 on Jamaica national team. Very, very outstanding player. He played on US Open Cup 2024 and USL League One. That's his wrong profile, by the way. I need to get to the right one. But he played on USL League One in 2024. This is the right one we need to check. And yeah, 2.4 total shots, 0.9 per game, 31% goal conversion. That's a crazy number. That's a crazy stat. Accurate passes is decent, but not a big deal for a striker with this much of a goal conversion. Great dribbler, decent dueler. Like he has some good numbers, although the percentage is low. Yeah, incredible profile. He's a great player indeed, and I think he's getting straight to the first team of not first team, but straight to the MLS. And there we go. We have the fourth pick, Kwaku Agyabank for Sporting Kansas City. As I predicted, he was on top five, and this is to me a, a incredible player, quite cool. Let me. Okay, there we go. Don't stress you, bro. You're killing me. Thank you, thank you. I'm still learning. I'm still learning to make live streams. This is my first one, and hopefully we'll be able to make more in the near future. Hopefully some interviews. We have something planned out for the near future on this YouTube channel. Let's take a look at Kwaku. I wanna show you guys his profile. This player's my. Wait, I need to show his videos first. Yeah, let me get to this. Let me find his video. I watched one of his videos. Kwaku game. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I found his video. Is this one? No. Okay, it's this one. Yeah. Uh, just take a look at a bit of his place. Yeah, that's a quick look at Kwaku. I think he's an incredible player. I really like him. Mm, let's take a look. Let's check if we have any more picks. We might have the next one. We do. We have two. We have. Oh, wow. We have a lot. Sorry. It took quite some time. Can we get him an Adidas Fusion? To me, yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm using the San Diego Loyal. Okay, it's just yeah. I'm using the San Diego Loyal shirt. I would take a San Diego FC jersey. I'm slowly trying to cover this team as well. Would love to collab with you. Yeah, absolutely. Uh, we could collab. Do you have Instagram? Make sure to message me there. Um, sorry, yeah. Yeah, message me on Instagram, San Diego FC Brasil, and we can definitely collab on something about San Diego. I mean, get Pedro and SDFC jersey. No offense to Loyal, but they're gone. No, come on, the Loyal are giant, man. But but which Pedro? You mean Pedro San Diego? Which Pedro? I don't get it. Camiseta branca do Loyal era linda. Pô, muito bonita. He's saying the white Loyal jersey was beautiful. Yeah, I love all San Diego Loyal jerseys. I have another one. I wanted to put it here with my San Diego stuff for the stream, but I didn't have time. I do have some scarves here that I couldn't put as well. This one is where is it? Okay, yeah, it's signed by Luca Bombino. Don't know if you can see it here, but yeah. And I wanted to put it there in the back, but I couldn't on time because this was a bit of a rush. I think he thinks you're Pedro. No, I'm not Pedro. I'm not Pedro. I am I am Augusto. I am the owner of San Diego FC Brasil. Pedro is Pedro is from the San Diego tribe, the supporter group, all the way from San Diego. I need to open my window a little bit so the one with the map. The map? Oh, I don't think I know that one. We'll get to that later because I want to talk a little bit because we have our next picks here. We have Orlando City picking Harvey Sarajan. Not so sure. I think I mentioned here. Did I? Nope, I didn't. Yeah. But yeah, I've heard his name somewhere. Harvey Sarajan. Sarajan. Let's take a look at his profile. He looks like Connie Valakari a little bit. A little bit. He's a freshman. He's a 10. Mm, wait, that's from 2024. Where's he at right now? But yeah, he had a great 2024 season. I don't think that's his current profile. Is this the one? Yeah, that's the one. No, still not. Oh, that's weird. Didn't he play this season? RB Sarai. Let me take his um score. Yeah, let me take his Sofa score profile because I want to understand this. Sarvi, Sarvi, Hara. Is this the name? I already forgot. Harvey, yeah. Harvey Sarajan. There we go. Okay, so he traded a university left winger, also some appearances as a right winger. Not so sure about his profile from here, but I couldn't find something else. But I'm sure he's a very good player. I think he was part of the college showcase. I remember his name from somewhere. Mamadou Bilo Diop is the sixth pick for Colorado Rapids. Let's take a look at Mamadou Bilo Diop. Bilo Diop. He even has a transfer mark profile. Mm, okay, so he was already a next pro player at Colorado Rapids, so that's the thing. Let's check his transfer market. Is it is it good that way for you guys? I think it is. Okay. Yes, so a great profile from Next Pro. 14 games, 14 goals, 2 assists in 27 games. That's great numbers. 19 years old. It only makes sense that Colorado gets him. Yeah, of course. And then at 7th, St. Louis City picks Zach Lillington. Not gonna lie, I don't know who that is. So let's check Zach Lillington. He is a defender from UC Davis. He's a senior from California. His career, let's check. Yeah, 18 games, some high goals and assists goal contributions. I suppose he's a wingback. Let's check his SOFA score. Zach Lillington. Yeah, he's an offensive left back, so it only makes sense for him to get those higher statistics for sure. Where is he? Yeah, okay. 6 goal contributions in 18 games this season, 5 last year. For the other, very consistent player on NCAA. Very good profile. I like him. We have to watch, of course, but from his numbers, it's very good. Oops, I mistakenly. Okay. And we have a lot of picks coming up. We have Richie Eman. He is a high prospect coming from the University of Washington. He's a forward. I was looking at his profile. Yeah, yeah. He's a very decent player. Uh, Edward Nice. Is Edward Nice the striker? I might have searched him, but I don't remember. Yeah, that's him. Okay, not a striker, but a 10 instead. Yeah, 16 goals, 5 assists in 18 games. What a profile. He might get picked very early this season. Uh, yeah, he's a number 10. Incredible profile. But let's take a look at Richie Ayman. I did look at him a lot this season because I was watching Washington playing because of Harry Bertas, the one that we picked last year, the center back. He's a great center back. What a player we have on Bertas. Great signing, great draft pick for us last season. And he was the best defender of the year in NCAA, probably. And they won the national championship, so yeah. And Richie Hammond was another very important player there. He's a midfielder, and he played 24 games, 4 goals and 14 assists. This is absolutely amazing. That only makes sense for him to get an eighth pick. So DC United with two very good players to start with. Sorry. Let's take a look at some more. Nolan Miller for Orlando City. Nolan Miller. Who's this? Not this one. Yeah, this one. University of Michigan. That's yeah. He played on MLS Next. He's a defender. Senior year. Okay, we have some more messages. Sorry, right, to confuse you with Pedro. Oh, okay, yeah, no worries. But but yeah, for sure, I do know Pedro. I was with him in July. It was an amazing experience. Pedro, you're an amazing guy. Everyone from the tribe, thank you for welcoming there. Hopefully, I'll be back soon. You still need a jersey? Come on, I need a San Diego FC jersey. Come on, I need it, please. San Diego FC should pick up Gavin Carmichael at CB in the second or third round. Speed, composure, great passing ability, and great position on set piece at 6'1". Interesting. I'll check his profile in a minute. I just want to take a look at those recent picks we have here because we have Nolan Miller picked by Orlando City at ninth. He's a senior, 20 games, 21, 18, 16, very consistent starter for Michigan. I think that's Michigan. Yeah. Let's take a look at his SOFA score. Why not? Nolan Miller. To understand better where he plays. Nolan Miller is a right center back and a striker. Yeah, I really don't understand this. Or actually, I think this heat map might be because he's a very tall. Okay, yeah, that's it. Those two defenders, the other one and this one, they are very Nikola Markovic and now Nolan Miller. They are extremely tall, which makes of them great headers, and that's why they score very often, and that's why they have a heat map here. That's the only reason. So it all makes sense now. And now we have another pick for Colorado Rapids. The 10th pick is Mitchell Baker. Let's take a look at Mitchell Baker as well. We were mentioning him today, right? We did mention him. Someone talked about him. I forgot who that was. Mitchell Baker, Mitchell Baker. Yeah, Max mentioned from Georgetown is our number one mocked player. There we go. We can't have Mitchell Baker now. He was picked at 10th for Colorado Rapids. He has a great profile, not gonna lie. 14 games and 3 assists in 21 games. 14 goals. I'm confusing the words. 21 matches. Very good player, still sophomore. Very high. Yeah, interesting player, Australian too, man. Colorado has a good striker on him. I I think he's a good prospect. Let's see what else do we have here. We have a lot of picks coming up. Houston Dynamo selects Joe Highfield from the University of Portland. He's a forward. We have Enzo Doblo. That's a very interesting defender that think I put here, or if not, then I did scout him. I remember his profile. We will take a look at this. Enzo Dovlor for Atlanta United, and then Lucas Magnuson, the defender for Real Salt Lake. Let's take a look at Enzo Dovlo. Enzo Dovlo here. Yeah, he's a forward junior from Paris. Yeah, he's a French guy. and he had 10 goals and 8 assists in 23 games. A great number for that's a great number for Enzo Dovlo. Forgot his name. Interesting profile, not gonna lie. I have the wrong page again, so sorry everyone. Um, but a good player. I did scout him. The only thing was he's a striker and not yet a senior, so I don't see us picking him. And now we can't anyways. Lucas Magnuson is a defender for Clemson University. He's now going to Real Salt Lake. Never heard of him. I suppose let's take a look at his quickly take a look at his sofa score. I want to be up to date with the picks because now we have some more unknown names. Is this him? Lucas Magnuson? Is that it? Lucas Magnuson, yeah. Okay, he's Iceland. He's from Iceland. He's a right center back. He has a 33% goal conversion, so he's probably a very good header. How tall is he? I don't have him here, but yeah. Um, 11.4 balls recovered, very nice average. 1.9 dribble pass, very low. That's incredibly good. Clearance is very high as well, 1.9, and 3 errors leading to shot is average, very normal for a defender. Aerial duels, he's very good, 3.5, 55% conversion. Oh, duels won, very good as well. I like his profile. He's interesting, but a right center back. So yeah, I was mentioning with Church Fravolini, Giuliano Fravolini, right? He's a left center back. To me, the best left center back of this draft. I do expect him to go on the first round. I'm still waiting for him. We have two more picks on the way. Jalen Earwood from Orlando City. He's a defender, University of North Florida. Uh, I don't think I've heard of him as well. Jalen, what's his profile? Jalen, let's take a quick look. I'll be now checking only SofaScore most likely because it's easier, it's faster. Yeah, okay, so he's an offensive right back. He has some decent assist statistics, 1.1 key passes per game, decent. That's a high number of passes for a right back, I think. In NCAA, I might be mistaken, but as far as I remember, I think that's it. 3.1 successful dribbles. Oh, amazing. 94% conversion. Incredible. And he's good on aerial duels as well. So interesting for a right back. He could be tested as a center back. We'll have to see this. Interesting player. I need to open his profile anyway. I want to see what on which year he's at. Yearwood. Okay. That's him. He's on his senior year. Okay, so Uh, I like his profile. I do like him. He could be tested as a right center back from what I could see here. He has good defending statistics. He's good at aerials. He's a decent passer. I mean, complete player, complete player. I like him. And then Portland Timbers like Justin McLean, a forward from North Carolina State University at 15th. Let's take a look at Justin McLean. Oops. Justin McLean. And then we'll take a look at the messages because I think I have a few. He's a left midfielder, more offensive. Yeah, but from here I can't quite check him. Not so much of information here for him. Quick refresh here. We might have two more picks. Yeah, we'll go to Zach Ramsey in a minute because I really like him. But let's take a quick look. Rob. Okay, we have Gavin Carmichael. I wanna look at his profile. I just want to wait until we get through our first round pick to take a look because he's not a high prospect. DCFTC taking another local San Diego like Ayala Vicente. Yeah, I was mentioning Fravolini with Church. He's not from University of San Diego. He's from what's his university? He's from Princeton University. He's on his senior year, but he's from San Diego. That is, for me, the best San Diego-born player right now that we could get. So I do think we might get a San Diego-born player, or if not a USD player as well. uh, um, University of San Diego Toreros. We have to wait. It's so much going on. I don't know how to try and predict something at this point, but we're going pretty fast, faster than I remembered from last year. Here we have FC Dallas on another pick, and that's the first goalkeeper. So we will take a look at him. He's Niklas Herzeg. Niklas Herzeg. He's the first goalkeeper picked this year, and we'll take a look at his profile. He has 1.6 saves per game, 64%, less than a goal conceded per game. That's a good average. 16 saves in 10 matches, very good. 4 clean sheets, decent. Good with feet probably because his accuracy with passing is good. Yeah, not much to see from a goalkeeper, not gonna lie, but it looks to me a solid goalkeeper. I don't remember how high he was as a prospect. Let me take a look at this. Um, there was a a top prospects list by MLS. I want to take a look at this. Where is it? Top prospects by position. Was he the top prospect? No, he wasn't. What? He wasn't even on top six. That's strange, at at least. And then we have Zach Ramsey going to Vancouver Whitecaps, 17th pick. He's a midfielder from the University of Washington. Again, the team I've watched the most on NCAA this year, and he's another top player come from their team. They were national champion, so I loved watching Zach Ramsey play. Let's take a look at his profile. Um, where is he? Zach Ramsey. There we go. Zach Ramsey is a sophomore midfielder, and he had 24 games, 8 goals and 8 assists this year for University of Washington, for the Washington Huskies. What a player, Zach Ramsey, a number 6, could play as an 8 as well, similar to an 8 more, but he has a 6. But for me, he's on top 5 or 4 best Washington players this year. For sure, Zach Ramsey top 1. No, sorry, Harrison Burton is top 1. Then I'll say Richie Eman and then him, probably. Yeah, but Bertels, of course, already picked by San Diego last year. Um, what's up? It's your boy Belmore Battalion. What's up? What's up? Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Leave a like. We have some news for your team as well, of course. Yeider Zuluaga is a baller. Let's take a look at Yeider Zuluaga. Yeider Zuluaga. Zuluaga, it's only one L. Sorry about that. I don't know him. He's from Colombia, senior midfielder, Seattle University. Yeah, 13 games, 9 goals, and 5 assists. He was most likely a 10 here this season, I suppose. He didn't have that much of good seasons, like 2023, 2024 was very decent. Last year, he was more of a creative midfielder. I don't think he was stepping much in the area. We had to, of course, watch him play. But this year, completely different, man. 9 goals, 5 assists, that's incredible. Very good statistics. We'll see if he's getting picked this year. Let's take a look at the updates. Thank you, thank you, Mark. Why don't they just stream this on TV? Yeah, I know, right? Before pandemics, they used to stream, but they don't anymore, and I hate this so much. That's why I'm doing my own version of this stream, trying my best. I hope you guys are enjoying it, but I wish they were making a better work with the draft. And we have more picks coming. We have Chicago Fire picking Jackson Meyer. He used to play for Albion San Diego. So he's a former San Diego player on MLS Next. Jackson Meyer. Let's take a look at his profile. Sandmeyer. Sandmeyer actually, sorry. But he didn't he left USD, right? He's not there anymore, yeah. He's at North Carolina, yeah. He is Jack Sandmeyer. I don't remember his name on top. profiles. He's from San Diego, so that's one homegrown player that's not coming to San Diego FC. He played 20 games, 2 goals, but what's his position? He's a midfielder slash defender. So we'll take a look at his transfer market or his sofa score actually. Yeah, he's more of a defensive midfielder in my opinion when it comes to this. Like he's stepping across the entire midfield zone, so I think he's more as a midfielder than a defender this year. Could be different on other years, but okay, I I get it. Great passer, 43.3 reminds me of Tverskov. He has a similar accuracy, but 87% for Tverskov. High long balls, 3.4, that's very good, 56%. Wow. Okay, he's definitely a defensive midfielder. 18.3 balls recovered per game. That's an insane number. Yeah, he's an amazing player for sure. I can see him. And duels, well, 16 duels won, 53%, and aerial duels won, 9.5, 73%. What a player. I didn't know him, and he's from San Diego. So who picked him? Yeah, Chicago Fire, they have a great player on their hands. And then Sporting Kansas City picking Nikos Clark Toczak from Vancouver Whitecaps, MLS Next, and University of Portland. He's a defender. Then Orlando City once again with Isa Haruna from University of North Carolina Greensboro, midfielder. And we are getting there. We're almost at San Diego FC's peak. We're getting there. We're getting there. We have 21st Thomas Hutt from Syracuse University, a goalkeeper. Was he on here? No. But yeah, I don't see like I don't know any of this. Or yeah, Thomas said he's not here. And then Will Cleary, of course, our man of the list here. We were close to him. 22nd pick, the right back Will Cleary. He's a great player. I really liked his profile. He's very complete. He's very versatile, and he's getting picked from Stanford University to Charlotte FC. Great pick by Charlotte. Great pick. I That was a really smart decision for them. Let's see if we have any more. Trying my best to keep track of everything so I can think in 2 minutes who should San Diego sign. In the meantime, while we don't have, let me take a look because I have some things on Instagram that I want to take a look. We have 23rd, Jalen Mitchell. Yeah, we did. I didn't put him here, but I scouted him. I remember his name. Jalen Mitchell is a forward from the Southern Methodist University coming to Minnesota. Jalen Mitchell, there we go. Um, he's a junior midfielder from California, and he played, let's see, 20 games, 0 goals, 6 assists. I suppose he's a six. Let's take a look here. I forgot. It's a lot of players. I try to keep track of their profiles, but when I don't write it down, I forgot. I forget. Like I remember those because I have those written down, but that's all. And of course, the University of Washington players, I remember some of them. Okay, so he's a left back. No, I would say left midfielder actually. He's much more offensive than defensive. So he could play more defensively, but he's definitely a left midfielder, more as a six, an eight there. Not a six, but an eight, yeah. Um, very good dribbling, very high number of shots per game. Yeah. Okay, interesting profile. I don't remember why I didn't put him in my list. I might have had a reason, but anyways, he's on 23rd. And then we have 24th. There we go. LAFC pick, my boy. I wanted him for San Diego FC. Giuliano Fravolini with Church is going to our rivals from LAFC. As I expected, he's the top prospect on the left center back position. He's the team captain for Princeton University on his senior year. Very tall. Could be tested as a as a left back as well. Incredible defender. Congrats to him. I mean, he deserves this high pick. And well, I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking that we might get a pick him because he wasn't mentioned yet. But now LAFC has him. Let's take a look. Giuliano with Church. I even checked his LinkedIn. I really like his profile. Like he's a very good player. He's uh he's from Oklahoma, so yeah, 100% San Diego. And he played 16 games this season, but what I do want to show is that he has the do I have an yeah, he has the team captain thing here. I forgot the name in English, sorry about that. But he was a top player at Princeton and from San Diego, senior year, very high, very good defensively, very mature. He reminds me a little bit of Ian Pilcher, not gonna lie. He reminds me a little bit in terms of style of play. But LAFC selects him, and I think he's signing with the team. I think he's staying there. 25th, Salt Lake, Dylan Kropp. He's a defender from the Chapel Hill University once again, because I there was another one from Chapel Hill here. Anyways, uh, defender, I don't know him, don't remember his name. Dylan Kropp. Let's take a look at this. Dylan Kropp. He is a left center back, also plays as a right center back. Very consistent. 15.5 balls recovered, 2.7 dribble passed, 3.5 clearance is amazing, but has some mistakes. 8 errors in 10 matches is a high average. Um, yeah, good aerial dueler. Um, interesting player. Never heard of him, but he's a first round pick. And we're getting there. We're almost at our pick. But before that, we have Colorado. We have one more, and then that's ours. Your English is very good. What about Minnesota Editors? Thank you so much. I'm still trying to learn the best of my English, but thank you for the support, and thank you, Rob, as well. What about Minnesota? We will take a look at Minnesota because they picked him. They picked, yeah, Jalen Mitchell. We were talking about him just now. That's a very good pick. I don't know the needs of Minnesota on this draft, but from the first round, they got a very good player. I like this. But now we have to focus 100% on San Diego because we are about to get our pick. We have one before, and then we have to choose. And then I have this list that I would choose someone from here. I would say Daniel Hipólito, or maybe let's see who they put here as a box-to-box midfielder. Of Kwako, Isaac Emoyong. He didn't get picked yet. This guy, I thought he was like top 10. He didn't get. That's a very good player. Charles Emily Brunet, very good as well. Harvey was picked. Cooper, Cooper, I don't remember, but Isaac Emoyong is very interesting profile. Let's take a quick look at him before this because we might go for him. Ransford Guion. Yeah, there we go. Clemson University. Great profile. Great for New York City. And now it's San Diego FC on clock for their pick. We are excited for this. I think we might take this guy. What's his name? Isaac Emojong. I can't believe he didn't get picked yet. Yeah, there we go. He's a left midfielder, but more of a box to box. No, I wouldn't say box to box. They put him as a box to box, but he's an attacking midfielder. Period. Isaac Young. Yeah, I was scouting him yesterday. I like his profile. I didn't put him because I thought he was way higher, way higher. But yeah, 6 games, 6 goals, 2 assists, 15 games. He's still a junior, but he's from California. Okay, yeah. I think this is our pick. If not, then I'd say Daniel Dipolito. Daniel Dipolito to me is also a great player. So let's take a look. Who San Diego FC speaking? Martin Luala. Oh, okay. Projecting we're taking Martin Luala. Mark George got it. Martin George got the right pick for us. Martin Luala from Grand Canyon University, a midfielder. I don't know him. Who is this guy? Martin Luala. Martin Luala. I really never heard of him. He's a midfielder, junior. He's from what's this university again? I forgot the name. Grand Canyon University. Let's check his stats this season. He's got 1 goal, 2 assists, 22 games. I suppose he's a defensive midfielder, so that makes sense. I thought we were getting a defensive midfielder, but not on first round. That surprised me. Let's take a look at his SOFA score. Martin Luala. Martin Luala from Grand Canyon Antelopes. Yeah, defensive midfielder. Let's see if I'll see if I can get a video of him so we could play. We could see Martin Luala in action. Martin Luala. Martin Luala NCAA. Mm, do we have any videos of him? Oh boy. Any videos? No. Open doors. I can't find any videos for him. Huh. But wow. Mark George projected right. Martin Luala, congrats on this. Congrats, Martin Luala. Welcome to San Diego FC. Uh, where is Martin Luala from? What's the university again? Grand Canyon University. I'm trying to find some videos of him. I want to watch him playing Canyon University. Mm, I think here we might be able to see him playing. Match highlight. Do we have him here? Uh, that would be tough. Martin Luala. That's interesting. I don't have any videos. If anyone finds a Martin Luala video, drop the link on our chat. We will watch it together because that's an interesting profile. It reminds me a little bit of Manu Duad, just like from a quick look. It's a similar pick, I think. Do you know, Mark, do you know where he's from? Like, is he from the US originally, or were he born anywhere else? We'll have to know this. He's a good passer, great long ball accuracy, 64%, 3.3 per game. That's great. High ball covers, decent numbers here as defender as well. Interesting. 1.9 successful dribbles, 100%. Okay, I've never heard of him, but that's it. That sounds promising. I like the he's from Phoenix. Okay, so he's 100% Brazilian, American. Yeah, Phoenix, Arizona. Martin Valla. Yeah, he was here as well. I'm still trying to find some. Do you have here on media maybe some videos or just images? I don't think we'll find videos of him, but we'd love to get those. Maybe San Diego will post on Instagram. Hopefully, I hope they do. Yeah, it's only news, and here, yeah, they don't have any videos on him. I I want to watch him. I want to watch him. Is this of him? Oh no, that's just a sample. That's not for him. Well, unfortunate. But we have the first round ending. Daniel Lugo, the forward, going to Vancouver Whitecaps. He was a high prospect as well on this draft. And last but not least, of course, the champions Inter Miami. They select the defender Abdel Talabi from Bryant University. So we have our first round ending. Do you guys have any thoughts? San Diego FC's pick, other picks? Make sure to drop your comments on the chat. I would like to talk with you all about this first round of the MLS draft. Can you watch the draft? No, unfortunately, MLS doesn't do a live of the draft, so we can't watch it. That's why I'm doing this live to try and help everyone who's interested on it to watch it somehow, or at least go through it. We learn about those players together. That's good to get some knowledge on NCAA on and everything. Why is the draft so defender pick heavy? Is it usually like this? I don't think it's usually like this. This is my second MLS draft, so I'm not a professional, but from what I remember last year we had some more forwards. Uh, yeah, I think it was more forwarder last year. This year we can see more fullbacks, not center backs in Europe. We have some right center backs, but left center backs only two so far. So so yeah, we're getting more fullbacks this year. Probably a heavier draft on these positions. And now we're still waiting for the first pick of the second round. In the meantime, I will take some time. You can take some time too. We'll be back in 1 minute. Okay, we are back. Sorry for the delay. Let's get to the second round. I think it's about to start. Still some time for it to begin. I want to take a look at some name that somebody mentioned here. It was, yeah, Rob Stark mentioned Gavin Carmichael, center back, second or third round. So let's take a look at Gavin Carmichael. Gavin. I will show you all in a moment. Carmichael. Here he is. Yeah, so 16 matches, 1 goal and 2 assists. He is a defender, sophomore, 6'1". Let's take a look at his SOFA score, shall we? Gavin Carmichael. Gavin Carmichael. Yeah, here we have 7 appearances for him. As a right center back, great passer. That's huge for San Diego. That's something we should look for. 9.4 balls recovered per game. That's high. That's good. 2.3 clearances. Very decent as well. And one dribble passed. First leading to shot. An average. And not a great dueler, but I see some talent here from these numbers. Of course, as I always say, we have to watch him playing. But from his numbers, I like his profile. I like what we're seeing here. So I can maybe see us getting a player like this, or if not, someone else taking him in the later round. We are still waiting for the second round. Um, Pô, perdão, não tinha visto. Oi, 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 hello, hello. Sorry. Someone sent me hi in Portuguese, but I didn't see it. San Diego pegou quem? O San Diego pegou um volante, que é esse cara aqui, Martin Luala, do Grand Canyon University. Perfil aparentemente similar ao do Manu Duá. Perfil interessante. So, we'll keep an eye on him. I want to check his profile furthermore still today and maybe make a post about him tomorrow on Instagram. We'll check. Um, Thank you, sir. At least someone did like course. Thank you so much for your support, Luke. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're liking it. Still 2 rounds to go. We want to see the other San Diego picks. We have 2 picks to go. Of course, some trades could still happen for us. By the way, let's see if we have some trades here. Because, I mean, anything could happen. Oh boy, it's not updating here. Oh, okay, so yeah, they don't update on Twitter. They only update here via tracker now, starting on round 2, and a lot has happened. So Isaac Emayong, here we go. That name I was looking at. He's he was picked by DC United. DC United had some very good players on this draft. Inter Miami picked Cannon Hot. He was on our list, so we'll clear that up. We don't have him anymore. Then we have um, Real Salt Lake picked Right. Did I put him here? I remember his name, but I don't think I did. Yeah, I didn't. But I remember him. Uh, Sporting Kansas City picking Sadam Mazereka. That's one in our list. He was here as a right winger. He's a very interesting winger. He can play on both sides and as a striker as well. I like his profile. LA Galaxy selecting Palmer Bank. Toronto FC selecting Jackson Gilman. St. Louis City selecting Andrew Samuels. That's the top one prospect of goalkeepers, right? Is he? Not top one, but top two. Yeah, there we go. Andrew Samuels. Then we have New England Revolution selecting Schneider Mimi. Houston Dynamo, Callum Tommy. And FC Dallas selecting Edward Nice. We were talking about him earlier today. We're already getting closer to our 58th pick. So let's take a quick refresh here and see. Still waiting for the update. These are the last picks we've had. Starting the second round. Did anyone find, by the way, the video for what's his name for Luala for our pick? I didn't find anything yet on him, and I wanted to find something. Team Luala, soccer. And try search for videos. I have some here. Like I have video of him on Instagram. But yeah, but that's nothing. Yeah, so never mind. It's just a regular goal he scored. Mm, let's see if I can find maybe his Instagram so we could get some videos. Is this the one? Yeah, I think that's him. Is this him? No, that's not. Actually, I don't know. I don't even know his profile. No, that's him. That's him. Yeah. Yeah, I have his Instagram. So let me share with you his Instagram. I'll put him here. Yeah. So that's him. Quavo. underline 987. He's our round one pick. That's Martin Luala. He's not that active, but I mean, that's him. And he has FC Congo. Is he? Yeah. Is he from Congo? Like he has a Congo nationality, like RD Congo, right? That's Congo, uh, Democratic Republic of Congo. He might have as a second nationality from RD Congo or DR Congo. Sorry, I'm saying in Portuguese. Yeah, but that's him. That's our first round pick. And let's see what else do we have for second round. We might have some updates here. We do. We're getting closer to our second round pick. Jack Jasinski picked. I wanted him. I had him on my list. Going to San Jose Earthquakes. Real Salt Lake picking Jefferson Amaya. Another one I had. I had him here as an attacking midfielder. We also have St. Louis City selecting Cooper Forcellini. He was top two prospect, I think, by MLS for attacking midfielders. No, he was top four, but still very high. And then we have Humberto Pela going to FC Dallas, Colin Griffith going to Portland Timbers, Aiden Godinho. This guy might be Brazilian because of the surname, but I'm not sure. He's going to Montreal. Then Stefan Dobrjevic, hard name, going to Austin. Niklas Sorensen going to Real Salt Lake. Tarun Karumanchi going to Columbus Crew. And Max Miller to Nashville SC. I want to take a quick look here at which names weren't picked yet. These were. So I'll do. What can I do? I want to cross them out, but I don't know how to do this. I'm terrible at Google Docs. So yeah, those two we don't have them anymore. Am I able to do like this? I don't think I am. Okay, never mind. So let's just do Italica, yeah. So these two were picked. Wyatt Lewis not yet. Very good player. I like him. Lassie Kelp also not yet. Giuliano Fravolini unfortunately picked already. So unfortunate. Quack of course already picked. Charles Emley still yet to be picked. Kenan Hot picked. Noah James picked? I don't remember. I have to check. Noah James. No, not yet. Okay, so we still have Noah James on the thing as well. That's a player we should keep an eye on. So let's cross out Cannon Hot. Gilberto Rivera, I don't think he was picked. He was picked. Rivera, no. Not picked. So we'll keep Rivera. Jefferson Amaya just picked. Clarence Salvador not picked. DiPolito not picked. Cooper Forcelli. Oh, there we go. I didn't remember him. Yeah, just picked. Nolan Spicer not picked yet. As lefty wingers, all those three are still available, I think. Except for Nike, I don't remember him. Yeah, still not yet picked. And for a right winger, we have Sada Mazedeka picked and David Raffel not picked yet. So those are the names that I've mentioned, and these are the ones yet to be picked. So we have Lasse Kelp, Wyatt Lewis, Charles M. Lebrune, Noah James, which those two I don't see we're going for those three actually, because they are also defensive midfielders. We got one, as I imagined, but not one of my list. Clarence Salvador and Daniel DiPolito. I really think we should get one of those. Not Nolan Spicer, also very decent player. And all those left wingers are still here, as well as David Raffel, the right winger. We might have some updates as well. Let's take a look. And we don't. We're still at 50th. The problem here is that we might not be able to think what San Diego FC is speaking because they're going all at once here with the picks. Seattle, Charlotte, Minnesota, Inter Miami, Cincinnati, Colorado, New York, San Diego. Okay. So we have quite a few picks before ours. Still no updates. Anything here? Was it 11 minutes ago? While we wait this, let me quickly put my phone to charge, otherwise my battery will die. Quick look if it was refreshed or not yet. Do we have any updates? Okay, we do. Oh, and we already have our second pick. Okay, so let's wait. Joe Dale, Luke Adams, Badia Hamza, Hormozi, Bamadi Jana, Ayub Lajar, Asher Hestad, Kevin Pierre, and then we pick our a forward, Remy Agunbiade. Okay, let's take a look at this guy. He's Canadian, University of Akron. He's a sophomore. Is he a striker though? I don't think he's a striker. I hope he's not, honestly. He's a striker. Yeah, I didn't expect this. He's Canadian and Portuguese. That's interesting. We have a Portuguese on the team. Also holds Nigerian citizenship, so he's triple. See, he has three citizenships. That's interesting. 7 goals and 2 assists in 20 games. Good average. Here an 11% goal conversion, 2.1 shots per game, 0.4 shots on target. Yeah, I really didn't expect us getting a striker, but we did get one, so whatever. I'm on the wrong one. Okay. But we have it. Remy Angumbiade. I'll see if I can find a video of him to take a look because we still don't have of Luala. Hmm. Remy Agunbiade. We do have videos of him, so let's take a look at this. Remy Remy Agunbiade. Which video should I pick? Okay, I'm putting 2023 video of him. That's what I'm going for. Let me quickly change you guys here so we can watch this guy play. Let's see our drafted striker. Let's see how he goes. I seem to be having some trouble here with the video. It's lagging a little bit, but uh, yeah, seems to be a very fast striker, very strong. He's extremely tall. I wouldn't say fast, I would say like he can get a lot of uh, territory with his high legs because he's very tall, very tall. How tall is he, by the way? Let me take a look at this. Remy, do we have his height? 185. It looks higher. It looks higher. But there we go. We have our second round pick. We might have the second round over. Let's take a look. We have here San Diego FC picking Remy, and then Yeider Zuluaga. We mentioned here him today. He's going to Vancouver Whitecaps, and last but not least, Inter Miami selecting Alex Barger from Indiana. Okay, so round two is over. That was pretty quick. We now wait for round three. We have 76th pick. Do we have any trades? No, we don't. We only have this one. It was our original pick, but now we traded it with Houston Dynamo. So we only have 78th. No, 76th. Yeah, for today. So we'll wait a little bit until those picks start coming up. I'll try and find in the meantime the Instagram of what's his name? Remy. Let's see if I can find him here. Okay, I got it. So this is Remy, our newest pick. Remy Agunbiale. We have some videos here we might be able to see. Number 13 there. That's him. Going. Yeah, we have some recent videos of him playing in NCAA. Some late goals apparently. We have to take a deeper look at his profile later, but oops, my mistake. I want to take a look at this. This is yeah, okay. So he's part of this recruiting network from Canada. Yeah, his profile is interesting. Of course, we'll take a deeper look at him as well. But for now, we'll wait for our third and last round pick. Do we have any updates yet? Yeah, we do. We do. Stefan Henrique is going to DC United. Did I have it? No, I didn't have it. Yeah, I did. I did. Okay, yeah. So this one is going to, where is he going to? DC United. DC United, some crazy names. Really, an impressive, an impressive draft for them. Impressive draft. Atlanta United picking Noah James, so that's another one to clear out of our list. Tate Lawrence, Montreal. Blake D'Agostino, Sporting Kansas City. Did I put him here? I don't think I did. Yeah, but I scouted him. Very good player. Sebastian Conlon, goalkeeper, going to LA Galaxy. Olainka Ogunleye, going to FC Dallas. Aiden Bengard, Minnesota. Kyle McGowan going to Houston Dynamo. No, sorry, Kyle McGowan going to New England Revolution, and then Houston Dynamo selects Agustin Rush. I also scouted this player. He's from Argentina. He's a very good defender. Coven Johnson, midfielder, going to Colorado Rapids, and we're getting closer to our third round pick. Let's see who we're getting. No updates yet, but we still have some names here. We picked a striker. We picked a defensive midfielder. I think we're getting a fullback or an attacking midfielder. I want to see one of those two. I really do. And so far, I think no Brazilians picked. What about Ivan Zambrano from Syracuse? I don't know him. Let's take a look. Zambrano from Syracuse. Syracuse. Here. Is this him? Irinim Bazipandi? That's him? I suppose so. Freshman. That might be it. 13 games. He's a... What's his position? Ivan Zambrano. No, that's not him. Well, I don't have any information on him. He's as a freshman, no position. I suppose he might be probably a defender. I really don't know. We have here, do we? Okay. Yeah, he's as a number six, so a defensive midfielder. But I wish I had more info on him to talk about him. I really don't, never heard of him, to be honest. Or is that Carlos Zambrano you're talking about? Carlos, sorry. Okay, okay. So Carlos Zambrano, yeah, number 10, senior midfielder. Um, yeah, 20 games, started on 11, 5 goals and 3 assists. That's a number 10 on a not so good university. That's very decent, I would say. Let me take Carlos Zambrano. We might have him now. Yeah, we do. Syracuse. He played 8 matches. More. He's a attacking midfielder, but almost a left winger here, I would say. Is he as a left winger here? No, he's a striker. No, he's definitely not a striker this season though. But yeah, interesting profile. I liked it from scratch. Like from what I could see, he's a decent player. Was he picked yet? Zambrano? No, he wasn't. Yeah, he's still in the play. He could be picked by San Diego. We'll see. Still waiting for the next picks, but I think we're either getting an attacking midfielder or a fullback. I really like Wyatt Lewis. I really like Lasse Kelp, who can play as a left center back or a left back or a left midfielder as well. I really like Clarence Salvador and number 10 who can play as a striker. Daniel Dipolito could be tested as a winger or striker as well. He played as a striker already, so those two. Spicer is also good, but I think those two are on a higher level, and they are both seniors, so that's an advantage as well, in my opinion. But of course, that's hard to predict. Do we have any updates? We still don't. Still waiting, still waiting. And here, do we have anything? No. Yeah. So we have to wait for this update, but we might get in the next few minutes San Diego FC's third and final pick. We have a few teams to go after that. We're still going to wait for them to pick because we want to take a deeper look at the draft. But after that, I wish I could bring a guest here, but he seems to be busy. So we'll wait a little bit. Um, After he ends, we'll take a deeper look at our picks while we wait, and we'll see if we can bring him here. Opa, Rodrigão, me achou como? Rodrigo, big friend of mine. He's a data analyst. He's a market analyst scouting for an agency here in Brazil. We've been working together in the past few months. He's got a great job at what he does, and he's here with us today. Rodrigão, we're still waiting for this update. Nothing yet. Yeah, here is worse. It's very outdated. So Twitter is not so good this time. Last year it was better. Last year the tracker was terrible, so we were keeping track via Twitter. Still nothing. Or do we have anything? It's taking some time here to update. And we do have our third pick. We pick a goalkeeper. We have a goalkeeper. Okay. Wow. Do we have an update here on the website or not yet? But I did get the information that we drafted a goalkeeper. Yeah, we had the update. So Joey Miller for New York City, Jamie Amaro, LA Galaxy, Braden Benson from San Diego University, Real Salt Lake, Mitch Ferguson, Orlando City, Lucas Fernandez, Kim, uh, he might be Brazilian, I don't know, for Portland Timbers. And then we signed the keeper Kyle Durham. Is he here as a top prospect? Yeah, he's a top three prospect. From UConn. Mm, I I really didn't see that coming. I really didn't see that coming. So let's take a look. Kyle Durham. Kyle Durham from UConn. That's weird in my opinion because we already have our kid from Duran Ferry. He's our third keeper and he's very promising. I wasn't expecting us to get another goalkeeper. He's a redshirt sophomore, which means we have a few more time before we can actually sign him. This is his first season here, or did he change? No, he didn't. Did not see game in action in the past two seasons for Pittsburgh and then UConn. And then 25-26 started in all 21 games, finished the season as the nation's leader in saves with 98. Led biggest goalkeepers in saves per game, 4.67, and save percentage 0.803. Those are great numbers. 8 clean sheets, career high 10 saves against Cretan. Wow. And 6 matches with 6+ saves made. Like his first career assist against Cretan. 1.14 goals against average. Named all biggest second team, voted third team all region by United Soccer Coach. Named two top 100 players to watch list from the Top Draw Soccer. He was number 15. Wow. Okay, so he's very high. And then the five biggest goalkeeper of the week honors, getting the three biggest honor roll selections. Okay, so what a season he said. So it makes sense for him to get picked, but I didn't see us picking a goalkeeper. I didn't even think of this. So Kyle Durham, I want to take a look at his stats we can have here. Do we find anything? 10 appearances, 1.2 conceded, 4.5 saves per game, 79% saved. Goal conceded 12 in 10 matches, 45 saves, that's really high. Um, yeah, I think that's what we can look for a goalkeeper, pretty much. That's surprising. That's very surprising, not gonna lie. We we weren't expecting a goalkeeper at all, which I mean, it surely makes sense. I'm sure they have a reason to sign a goalkeeper from inside the club, and that's the reason why they have it, for sure. So let's take a look at the last picks before it ends. And we might be able to get a guest here to talk a little bit about our picks. Still can't confirm, but we might be able to bring him here. Let's see what we have for the last teams. It's still to be announced, but after us, there was Austin FC picking Patrick Kayali from Pennsylvania, Austin Brumet coming to Houston Dynamo, Isaac Hefes to Columbus Crew, and then Charles Emile Brunet from Nashville. So I'll cross him out here just because I want to keep track of my where is he? Did I remove him from my list? I think I did. Okay, for some reason I oh no. Okay, there we go. Okay. Yeah. He's a really good defensive midfielder. He's very creative. He's got quite a few assists, I think, this season. Charles-Emile Brunet. Let's remind his statistics for sure. He's got 28 games, no, 20, sorry, 2 goals and 6 assists. Yeah, so he's a number six. He's or an eight. He could also play more of a creative midfielder, but still very safe defensively. I like this player. He's a sophomore, but I expected him to go a little bit higher. This is one of the last picks. I think he's better than this, but he was part of the college showcase, so maybe he wasn't that good there, and teams didn't like him. We never know. We never know. And then we have the last picks. So we have Stockton Short, goalkeeper, going to Seattle Sounders. Now the keepers are coming in hot. J.M. Wickham from South Florida going to Charlotte. Michael Ross going to Minnesota. We got Ian Wagner from San Diego, another great player coming to LAFC. That's depressing, not gonna lie. Lasse Kelp from our list going to DC United. What a draft DC United made. Like for me, from what I've watched here, DC United has made the best decisions. They took the best possible players they could. They were all on my list too. Or not on my list necessarily, but they were all like I was keeping an eye on them. And so they took Lasse Kelp, a very good senior left center back, very versatile, like his profile. Then Jabari De Couto going to Colorado. Luca Nicolai, that's a guy that 87th for Luca Nicolai is crazy. He was a top prospect. Let me take a look here. He was a second prospect as a right back. To me, he was first. I think he was better than Will Cleary. Draft Utopia put him as a sixth overall pick, and he's going at 87th. Probably something at the college showcase. That's the only explanation. I didn't even put him here because I thought it would be like impossible for us to sign him. I mentioned him last year for the draft. He didn't get picked, and now as 87th. I think that's a steal for New York City. That's a steal. Then we have Gilberto Oliveira going to Houston Dynamo from on that pick we traded with them. Gilberto Oliveira was on my list here. So all the defensive midfielders I've named as mid-table players, like by mid-table I mean not top prospects, they were all selected. All center backs. Wyatt Lewis wasn't selected. Attacking midfielders, only two of the five. And here we have some other names that didn't get picked. And then to end, we have Connor Luffy for Vancouver Whitecaps, and then Inter Miami getting Maximilian Kissel. And that concludes the draft. We might get a person joining here right now. Let me take a look. Yeah, we have a guest joining in a minute with us. In the meantime, I'll be answering anything you guys send in the chat. So I have here, is it harder for international players to get in the draft and to be selected? I'll first explain in Portuguese for him, and then I'll explain it to everybody. Todos os jogadores que vão para o draft, que estão na lista do draft, eles precisam estar jogando no college, né, na universidade, numa universidade americana. Então ele não pode, por exemplo, estar jogando aqui no Brasil ou em algum outro lugar, numa outra universidade e ir para lá. Ele precisa ser chamado por uma universidade americana primeiro. Então tem todo um processo muito trabalhoso. Você precisa ter boas notas, você precisa ter bom histórico acadêmico, bom histórico em geral e bom histórico de esportes também. Então, é, é mais difícil de pessoas de fora serem draftadas, porque eles são mais rigorosos para pessoas de fora dos Estados Unidos entrarem nas, nas, nas universidades de lá. Então, com certeza, é mais difícil sim. So I was talking to him that international players they need to get to a huge process to get into the college, into the US universities, and it requires people to be a part of the university to join the draft. So it is much harder for them to get drafted. But when it comes to the draft itself, the only problem is that they might take an international roster spot. So that's not so good for some teams. Aí o que eu falei agora para completar é que alguns times talvez não se interessem pelos jogadores internacionais, porque eles pegam uma vaga de jogador internacional, né, de jogador estrangeiro. E isso pode atrapalhar a organização de elenco de alguns times. Então, dependendo do time, é isso. Essa é a sua pergunta. Então, tá respondida aí. Espero que tenha deixado mais claro. What happens with the people that is not selected? So those that were not selected on the draft, if they're not on senior year, they can still apply for the draft the next year until they get to the senior year. And if they are graduating this year, then they don't have the opportunity to join MLS via draft. So they will most likely have to join an MLS next side, or if not, then the USL will be the easiest way. Yeah. Um, I'm still waiting for our friend to come in here to talk more about the San Diego FC picks in a moment. So let's still wait just a little bit. Thank you everyone once again for the support. It's been huge. Over 900 views so far. That's incredible, incredible, incredible. Thank you so much for this. And okay, I think we have um our invitation here. Can you hear me? Wait, I need to do something here so you can listen to me. Hmm. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you? Okay, that's great. So I will get you in the stream in just a second. Um, where is it? Okay, so mhm. Okay, there we go.
Okay, there we go.
We might be able to
We
see
might be
you
able to
if you
see
want to
you
turn
if you
your
want to
camera
turn
on.
your
If
camera
not,
on. If
we're
not,
good.
we're good.
Yeah, I'll stick with this for now.
Okay, no worries.
Okay, no worries.
If you mind,
If
do
you
you have a
mind, do you
microphone or
have a
something? Because
microphone or
I'm
something? Because
like
I'm
listening
like listening
myself
myself
double.
double.
You are shoot, let me try something.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Okay, that's perfect. Are you hearing me
Okay.
clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
So we are here today with a very special guest, my friend from SDFC Takes on Instagram. I'll make sure to drop his Instagram on the chat so everyone can go and follow him. He's a professional at analyzing San Diego FC, and he's here to talk with us a little bit further about what we can expect of these three players, what were his thoughts on this, because I'm sure, just like me, he wasn't expecting those picks. At least striker and goalkeeper was pretty weird. Not bad. I wouldn't say bad, but I would say weird. That's not what we expected. So, thank you so much for coming. What do you think of these picks we have for this draft?
Yeah, thanks for having me. So, I think we can all say the draft was a bit of a surprise. Most of all because of the positions we ended up drafting. Um, but that said, I'm sure as we look deeper into these players, we'll find that they were probably a really good opportunity for the player in the pick that we had.
Yeah. And we did pick though a defensive midfielder first round, Luala Martin. Is it Martin? I already forgot his name. Martin Luala.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's the first one.
yeah. So we get another defensive midfielder. We now have Tverskov, Godoy, Soma. We were talking about Soma a few days ago, and now we also have Luala. Of course, Dua could go up to the defensive midfielder back at his original position. How do you think this will work out? Like, how do you think we will change our defensive midfielder position now that we have a bigger depth with Luala.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be really interesting this year. Obviously, as Tverskov, Godoy are a little bit older. Soma probably gets more minutes. It remains to be seen whether or not we push Dua back into midfield. But I think given the fact that we didn't draft another center back, maybe not. But obviously, transfer market will still be open. So that'll really be the the real tell. Because, all these draft picks, we don't even know if they'll sign and be on the
Yeah,
team this season, right? They could go back to college.
yeah, that's something very important. If they are not on their senior year, we are most likely not getting to see them playing for San Diego this year, like happened to the other picks from the last year's draft. We have the opportunity to sign them when they complete the senior year, when they get graduated. And if we don't want to sign him or them in general, then they just don't come and play for San Diego, and other MLS teams will have the opportunity to sign them. So as far as I remember, we don't have um, any senior picks. I don't think we do this year. So I don't think we'll expect to see them playing in the next year, but we could still see them in the future if they perform well. Like last year we had Pilcher, he was a senior, and we signed him, and now we have Sami Kanan. Do you do you have any thoughts on Sami Kanan? He was a senior this year. He was picked by San Diego in 2024. Do you think we should expect San Diego to sign him?
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I haven't seen too much of the player this year. I think maybe he hasn't made the headlines that he had in previous years, so maybe some of that potential is maybe dropped off a little bit. But San Diego kid would be really good for us to get him in the squad if he's at the right level.
Yeah, exactly. He's had a great 2024 season. The senior year was not that good. He was a rotation player, didn't get much time and much goal contributions. But as you mentioned, he's from San Diego. He's a great player. We should expect an announcement on this at least if we don't get to sign him. And now we have another striker on our draft depth. We have um, I already forgot his name is
Remy
Remy, yeah.
Agunbiade.
Yeah, Remy Agunbiade. That's another striker for us. Not sure if you were able to watch some of his plays. I showed a little bit here. He's like 185 centimeters. He's very tall. He's very strong physically player. He's a very physical player. What do you think of this? Another striker for our youngers.
Yeah, I mean, I think caught me off guard a little bit. I hadn't heard the name, so haven't really scouted him at all. But 19 years old, he's very young, obviously very physically developed. Um, so the profile's there, right? Just matter of can he do it at a high level.
Yeah, 100%. Just for instance, I'll share with you all his profile once again. Remy Agunbiade, he's a sophomore, so he's on his second year at university. And this season he played 20 games, started 16, and had 7 goals and two assists. Of course, we have to take a deeper look, watch him playing. Did he play mostly as a striker, or did he play sometimes as a winger? But what we can be sure is that the team, the analysts behind San Diego, they took a very deep look at it, and there was a reason behind this selection. And then last but not least, our third pick, surprisingly, we got a goalkeeper. We weren't expecting a goalkeeper at all. What do you think of this pick?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, probably the most of any of our picks, this is the most opportunistic, right? Realizing that there is a very talented prospect still up for grabs. Maybe we made a move that doesn't necessarily align with our needs. Um, but, we can leverage that to trade one of our goalkeepers to someone else. Um, so really, I think the big thing from this move is we're going to be in the trade market, probably moving away from one of our three goalkeepers.
So you think it's more of a market idea rather than him being part of the squad or something?
I mean, it could very well mean he's part of the squad. He's not going to be the first team goalkeeper anytime soon. But it could mean if we see him being in our squad going forward, maybe we take the opportunity to move someone like Cisniega or CJ to a different team, or maybe that's Duran Fari gets moved, maybe getting someone else or some sort of cash for those guys instead.
Yeah. So that means we now have technically we had three goalkeepers, but counting with the draftees, we have four goalkeepers on San Diego, and two of them are under 20. CJ is also very young, if I'm not mistaken, he's 25, and Cisniega at 30, he just renewed his contract for one more year. Do you think it is a possibility that this is the last year for Cisniega in San Diego FC, and then we might get um, Duran becoming a second goalkeeper, a second choice keeper, and then maybe getting this Kyle Durham as a third keeper?
Yeah, I mean, I think there is some possibility. I think as like you mentioned, this guy Durham is a redshirt sophomore, so he could still stay in college for,
Yeah,
multiple years.
yeah,
So maybe that means we stick around with Cisniega, Fari, and CJ for this season, maybe even after that. Um, but it does sort of add the question mark there.
fair enough. And overall, do you think we've had a good draft? Do you think we got good three picks?
Yeah, I mean it's a little hard for me to say. I haven't really gone in and scouted these guys. The
Mhm.
positionally speaking, it's a surprise. So I wouldn't say we went after what I thought we needed, but time will tell whether or not these are smart picks.
Absolutely. And last but not least, let's talk a little bit about our transfer window. It's open, and we can expect some signings. We just got Luis Morgan. Today we got Sargent, which was unexpected, out of nowhere. What do you think of those two new signings? Do you think we will get any more opportunities in the market soon?
Yeah, so I think those two signings are smart. Obviously we needed some depth at fullback. Can't rely on Bombino on his own now that Negri's out of the squad for that left side.
Yeah,
And then, Morgan, I think was pretty clear we needed some attacking depth, especially not renewing guys like Baird. Um, and yeah, I think based on the fact here that again with the draft we didn't really pick anyone who's filling in some of the other squad needs, or at least immediately these guys might come around in a few years. I think we'll definitely be in the market in the transfer window trying to make some moves.
what do you think we'll try to get in the market? Like the biggest needs for our team right now? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean I could still see us getting another fullback. Obviously we've had the right back bug last season, so that was a tough spot to cover.
Yeah.
Um, But really, I think, as kind of Mikey Varas has said, players who can cover multiple positions and give us that flexibility are probably the best option. But I would still sign another attacker.
Preferably a striker or maybe a 10. Where do you think? Because we do have some depth as a striker right now, although it's not a good depth, like we don't have a great striker. We do have Luis Morgan, we have Thomas Angel, and we also have Anis Saidi that was not registered last season, but he could join the squad now. And do you think we still might get a new striker? Do we look somewhere else in the attacking zone? What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know that necessarily striker. I mean, I think the hope is that Ingvartsen is back to full fitness and
Martin
will
as
will
well, yeah.
play most of the minutes next season.
Mhm.
Um, but maybe another player like Morgan who could offer some coverage in the middle, but could also play out wide, giving some extra cover because I think Dreyer, who do we have? Chucky,
Pellegrino,
Pellegrino,
yeah,
Maitin.
and
So, we
Wellington.
have some wingers, but really, if there's another attacking player that could cover kind of the cam role as well,
Yeah,
without now Luca de la Torre, that would be some good coverage.
yeah, we do have that player on Oni Valakari. He's to me the perfect player when it comes to this. He's great at 10. He's great as striker. I don't remember if he played as a winger, but he could be tested as there as well. And I think we need one more of those for the squad. We might expect some transfers in the upcoming future in the next few weeks. January is a very hot transfer windows month, and of course February when the season begins we might still expect something. So we'll keep an eye on the market. Make sure you go follow SDFC Takes on Instagram. The link is in the chat. San Diego FC Brasil is also on the chat. I'll send it again just to make sure. Go follow us there. Thank you so much for your time here. I'm sorry that we couldn't make it longer, that you couldn't be here with us since the beginning of the draft. But thank you for having the time here and talking a little bit about San Diego with us. And so with this, I
Yeah,
think
great broadcast. Well done.
thank you. So I think with this, we can conclude this first live of San Diego FC Brazil. Thank you so much, everyone, for being part of this historical moment for me, for San Diego FC Brazil. It was a great MLS draft. We'll take a deeper look at those names we signed, or not signed, but drafted, and we'll try to do something on Instagram and post about those three names. Thank you so much, everyone, for having us here, and I'll hope to see you again very soon. Have a good night, have a good day, have a good afternoon. Bye bye, and we'll see you.